lurkers, and hello you archaeologists. I'm John Struck. I'm having a Final Fantasy 14 Realm Reborn adventure. Dreams of ice. There is apparently a traitor in the midst. See, told you. Minfilia would have you assist Alphino and the new station as commander. His new station. Commander of the Crystal Braves. Try as I might, I cannot shake a creeping sense of dark foreboding, for it avails us naught to fret about this unknown. We must concentrate instead of the problems of the present. The primals have been relatively quiet of late, and the beast tribes who summon them have been under constant surveillance by the Grand Company. Hello, well spoken, Rambler. Fair enough. How is the monster of the hunter? Should any suspicious activity be afoot, you may be certain that we will hear of it. And until such time as permanent solution to the primal problem has been found, we will do little but wait and observe. As for the Asians, Orianger is wholly dedicated to finding the means by which we may defeat the dark beings. Let us pray for good tidings on that front. But all of this you knew already. Let us speak then of the more current matters, in particular the state of the Crystal Braves. That's the thing, I wasn't doing like a roar. It was like a salute. Alphino did well to found the organisation, but ensuring its smooth operation is another matter entirely. Though I doubt not that he's doing what? Yeah, he's trying his best. I felt that helping Had or two would not go astray. To this end, I offered to send one of the Archons to assist, and it's always you, isn't it? It's always basically you that does all the work. Independent to a fault and singularly loath to accept help. Save, of course, when help comes from you. Alphino has entrusted countless matters of import to your care in the past. I believe he would not hesitate to do so again were you to offer. I should be most grateful if you were to go to him and support him in whatever manner you are able. Long, muddy, eastern, dragon-looking thing. Huh. Oh! I was going to say before, and I completely forgot. They announced that new Dragon's Dogma, and I'm given to understand that Dragon's Dogma is by the same company as Monster Hunter. I don't know why I exited this way. Is this the right way to go? No, I just sort of did it out of instinct. Oh, it is. Cool. All the blue folks are here. He's given the commands there. Why? Careful. What is it I have? And do be concise, I am rather busy. Why? Fuck you then. I'll go do something else, shall I? Alphino, you would lend a hand, you say? I see. Well, now that you mention it, there is a matter that wants for attention. Given its sensitive nature, I'm hesitant to entrust it to my braves, but the demands upon my term are such that I had little choice. Which is to say that my men want for labour. Though we are newly formed, there is a great demand for our services. We are hard-pressed to answer all the petitions, but I digress. The fact is, I would sooner attend this particular matter myself, and my presence is required elsewhere. That being the case, I've encased the resolution to my second command, Captain Illbird. He's not even an ill bird, he's just some dude. Tell him that I sent you, and he will furnish you with this particulars. My thanks in advance, Naev.
Hail to you, Scion. How might we serve you?
Inexplicable budding noises?
Commander Leveilleur bade you serve us? These are welcome tidings indeed. Given the sensitive nature of the task, I could not rely on one of my own.
Chairs need putting away.
That which I'm about to tell you, I tell you in the strictest confidence.
Very serious, Bunny.
Some days ago, we received certain documents from an anonymous source. They notified us of the presence of a Garlean agent within the ranks of one of the Grand Companies.
Notified.
Following some discreet inquiries, we identified a suspect among the Immortal Flames, whom we detained for questioning. Alas, the man was not our agent. He was but one of many men in the agent's employ. We pressed the traitor for a name, but he had none to give. He claims never to have met his master, whom he knows only as the Ivy. He was, however, certain that this ivy had coiled itself around every part of the immortal flames. It would seem our quarry joined the company some time ago, and gradually recruited others to his cause. These conspirators are the vines by which he learns our secrets, all without exposing himself. It won't be easy to identify the ivy amidst this tangled mass of subterfuge, but we have a tendril in our hands, and we shall follow it all the way to the gnarled root.
Gnarled.
Now, much as I would prefer to proceed with due discretion, circumstances demand that this matter be settled post-haste. Garlemald's War of Succession nears its end, and it is feared that the Empire will soon resume its march on Eorzea. When it does, we can ill afford to have traitors in our midst. The ivy must be rooted out now. We must begin by apprising General Roban of our findings. I would ask that you accompany me to the Hall of Flames, and remain on hand to see that things go smoothly. Assuming the ivy's tendrils are as widespread as we believe, he will be aware that an investigation is underway, and if that is the case, he may well move against us. We must be prepared for anything, while taking care not to betray our purposes by seeming prepared. A simple enough task for a one-woman army like you.
Might start doing dungeons again. I know it does slow me down a lot. I also like doing dungeons. More unlikely to do this in one sitting. Oh, I've got to go collect them. Well, we still have the hammers to do, but I guess they're not a super priority. Well, that was nice. I deliberately try and stay away from my neighbours. Although my neighbour upstairs is nice, because I once complained about him noise, and then I found out it definitely wasn't him. Definitely wasn't him making noise, and I feel really bad for disturbing him.
Well, well. What brings you here, my friend?
Fair enough.
She is here at my behest. Greetings, Roban. It has been a while.
Hilbert, you old scoundrel. When they told me you'd be visiting, I scarce believed my ears. But look at you! The honored captain of the Crystal Bloody Braves. Who'd have imagined, eh?
Not many, but fewer still would have imagined your destiny lay in politics, old friend.
Aye. We've both come far, have we not? Lest you wonder, Hilbert and I go back a long way. We've been friends and rivals since we were lads. The last time we saw each other, Alamigo had just fallen, so you can guess how many summers it's been. And in all that time, not a word from the fool.
Ah, well, my dealings tended toward the modest and mundane. unlike some I could mention. As I hear it, no sooner did you reach Thanalan than the brass blades clapped you in irons and dragged you off to die on the blood sands. Being a stubborn sort, you won 1,000 matches and earned yourself a place in the people's hearts while you were about it. Then, with your mountain of prize money, you bought the Colosseum and secured a seat on the Syndicate. Those balls, brother! Rags to riches does not do it justice. You're a hero to the common man.
Okay, bit of an unwieldy way to give me all that information, but okay.
Ha! Spare me. I am no hero. If anyone is worthy of that title, it's our friend here. Next to her, I'm little more than a glorified butcher.
I mean, yeah, I've saved the world on several occasions, so yeah, that would be accurate.
But you, Wilbert, you sell yourself short. By all accounts, you are an adventurer of some standing.
I like to think that I did my part for the greater good. But if you're no hero, then I'm no adventurer, not in this company. Anyway. I have tidings.
So there has been progress. I've let it be known that this meeting is a reunion between old friends. None will give your visit a second thought. To convene elsewhere would only attract attention. Let us speak here, in plain view of all. So it is we who have been compromised.
So you can see my earring there, but in the rabbit ear.
Teleji Adeleji's machinations have shaken Ul'dah to her foundations. In such uncertain times, a man's loyalty may be bought for a fistful of gil.
Also, some of that rhymed, Raban.
But if this snake has truly been in our midst for as long as you say, we must needs consider a far graver possibility. Conspiracy. Could it be that the monetarists have been in league with the Empire from the first? Very well. I will have my most trusted men investigate the matter. Continue your inquiries in the meantime. It does me well to see you again, old friend. When next we meet, let it be over a flagon of ale.
I look forward to it. Let us reminisce of bygone days and drink to the future of our homeland.
So, you may know this, but there's a rule, right? I think it's a rule anyway, where if you ever introduce the idea that, oh, there's this organization, secret organization, you know, or like a government organization.
Flame General.
But oh no.
You wear the mantle well, old friend. I must work hard if I'm to keep up.
And there's, oh no, there's a traitor in our organization. The traitors are always the same position. Because there's only one person that's ever above suspicion. And
well,
so they always make it that
person. It would seem
person.
your services were not required after all. I dare say we have Roban's prudence to thank for that. Still, I was glad of your presence. My thanks, Scion.
Oh no, none of them for me. Ooh, there goes some places. Yes! Yeah! Psychonauts actually did something different for once. A hunt for the ivy begins in earnest, Scion. Suffice to say, we must tread warily. One misstep may cost us our lives. I get it, because like you need to have a lot of power to be able to get away with being a traitor for that amount of time. Yeah. Business here is concluded for the time being. Let us return to the Rising Stones and report to Commander Leveler. That's not how you pronounce his name, but I can't pronounce his name. You are... Samurai quest. I'd love to be a samurai, but no, I'm being an archer. And that is... Yes, I cancelled that quest. Let's quickly... I'm going to allow myself to be a tiny bit distracted because we did do quite well on the last... Although what they do with this storyline is, it turns out, spoiler warning because you probably won't be here when it's revealed, there are actually two traitors. They're just working for different people, and they're on different places. But they both follow that rule. I'm trying to think of a case where it wasn't that. The only example I can think of which isn't... Oh no, what I talk? Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy? I think that is literally that. But back already? But like they literally say at the start of Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, it's one of those four. Like it has to be one of those four. Those are the only people that know the information that's been leaked. Back already? By the frown you're wearing, I take it you've got nothing to show for your time with the Birdman. Might as well be as you... Okay, I don't need to read all this. Okay, I've got to go fight the Hodge. Of course I do. Do I have to have the thing? I've got to have it equipped as well, so I can't remember that. It's one of those rules. If you make it RPG long enough, you have to reference that as well. Oh, I thought that baby behemoth was called Bun Bun Booby, and I was like, yeah, I guess that's the name that makes it. But no, it's the name of the rabbit girl. Anyway, I was going to do something else, but I apparently just came here, so I guess that's the question. We are returned to Uldur, Commander. Not a moment too soon. Something has happened. Trouble? You recall the fourth was tasked of reconteering? No, it's renitering. The rendezvous site used by Ivy's minion and his Imperial contacts. Soon after you left, we received word that the unit was ambushed en route to its destination. God damn it. According to the report, one of ours has taken captive. Garleans are not wont to treat their foemen with dignity. I have grave fears for her safety. We must dispatch a rescue party at once. Recall those braves who are afield. Begging your pardons, Commander. Not the time. I'm afraid I must ask you for aid once more, Scion. An ill-prepared rescue party will only serve to provide Garleans and more captives. Time is of the essence. Simply put, you are the best chance we have. Captain Ilbert is to the right of it. I trust you are willing. But of course you are. Now, alien of the fourth lies in the tangle near the entrance to Castrum Sentry. Seek her out and she will appraise you of the situation. Back and forth. I might as well just walk outside. It's been quite amusing. I've been watching somebody play Virtue's Last Reward, which is Zero Escape 2, on the stream. But we're living in a sort of post... what's the game called? Oh, bloody hell. Among Us. So, like, when then somebody finds a dead body, it's like, self-report. But, yeah. It is pretty interesting that, like, it popularized the word sus. And, like, people didn't realize that that was already an acceptable abbreviation for suspicious. You would aid us in the rescue mission. We are in your debt, Warrior of Light. Now time is against us, so allow me to brief you on the situation. The Guardians fell upon us without warning. Wounding poor Resh and hauling our way to the castrum yonder, outnumbers as we were. It's all we could do to flee and regroup. Even as we speak, the Guardians may be interrogating Resh, or worse, with her hurts. I fear she will not long survive the attentions. We must rescue her without delay. In order to, our order may yet be in its infancy, but the bond binds us as strong as Mithril. None of us will stand by while a comrade suffers. We, the remnants of the Fourth, will infiltrate Castrum Sentry. Please help us find Resh before it's too late. Right, but let me change my pet. Get on! Okay, but... No, I was examining my... Oh, you're not a puppy. On him. Play you the soul of my people. I did. Dead now. Oh, my cup of tea. Don't forget the tea. Ah. Where am I? I'm supposed to drink it, not breathe it in. I'm not sure how my body gets confused about that. Where am I? Resh, thank the gods. We found you. And thank you, Warrior of Light. Now, to quit this accursed place, Resh cannot move without these wounds. They will need to be carried out. I believe a diversion is in order. Might we trouble you to provide one? Given your reputation, I suspect the Guardians will only be too happy to grant you their undivided attention. If you were to create a commotion within the castrum, we should be able to steal away unnoticed. Let us speak once we are safely outside. Once we're outside safely. Fighting a literal mech with my bow and arrow. My aggressive bird. go. Who's notified you? That's a bagged one. I've waited your return most anxiously, my friend. You have done us a great service indeed, thanks to your aid. Leave us alone, my puppy. Let's go on to talk to the dude at the start. Some tea. Oh, a baby gremlin. Off no! It does me well to see you thus return, though I doubt not your prowess in entering an enemy stronghold is generally considered a risky venture. I must confess, having been a trifle anxious. Here you are, hale and whole, having succeeded in your mission as is your wont. Lest you wonder, the woman you rescued is being cared for by the Germans, thanks to their expert ministrations. The dangerous past, you have my gratitude, Naev. Allow me to thank you also, Scion, who shows you her life. We escaped with minimal casualties this time, but we can ill afford to be caught off guard again. The Empire is not an opponent to be trifled with. Delicious trifle. As you say, Commander, I will see to it that the men keep their wits about them. It may yet take time, but I will not rest until we have identified and apprehended the Ivy. I have every confidence that you will succeed, Captain. As for you, Naev, I realize you have scarce caught your breath, but I'm afraid there is no rest for the weary. I require you accompany me to Querthus. I have been granted an audience with the Ishgarian dignitary, you see, and the man expressly requested your presence. But don't look so surprised. You should be familiar with the trappings of the frame by now. We shall depart as soon as you are ready. Give me some gloves! They aren't as good as the ones I've got, but they might look good. He's one there. We've been blessed with a rare opportunity now. I have an audience with the ambassador of the Holy... Yeah, he's not a pope, he's a Holy See. Of Ishgard. I don't know what the difference is, but I understand that the Holy See is a real word and not made up. We are treated to Sir Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights in Camp Dragonhead. Considered the great honour to serve the Holy See directly as Temple Knight. Needless to say, the leader wields tremendous political influence, otherwise to court his favour. For that reason, I consider your attendance essential. If Sir Emmerich wishes to meet the woman behind the legend, I will not deny him the pleasure of your company. The antecedent should see the wisdom of this plan, and you request her permission to accompany me to Coerthus. May help you feel this to be a waste of your talents. You could doubtless be put to nobler use. If so, I should remind you that more good can be accomplished with the stroke of a pen than the thrust of a sword. I mean, you say that, buddy, but like, every victory has been won by my blade. Meeting with the Ishgardian ambassador, by all means, I think it's a wonderful idea. We've received no reports of etheric disturbances or unusual... There's no other plots going on right now. If Alphino believes your presence may help him secure more favourable terms, I see no reason to deny him. Antecedent to take a dive as has explained the situation. He has, yet welcome through these overtures are. I cannot help but wonder what prompted them. The Ishgardians have spurned all contact with the other city-states for decades. Why reach out now? But that I know, the question of their motives is one which I have given no small amount of thought. Alas, something or other, I don't know, I accidentally clicked the big button, and that skips the things. The notorious exclusive nation of Ishgard, situated at the centre of Ishlatha's spine, ruled by the Ishgardian Orthodox Church, at the head of which presides the Archbishop. Members of the... Yeah, I guess you don't get a pope unless you're multi-countryed. Members of the original Eorzean alliance formed in the wake of Alamigo's fall. Hang on, so the Archbishop and the Holy See are different people then? Members of the original Eorzean alliance formed in the wake of Alamigo's fall some 2 decades ago. Friends of convenience who withdrew from the alliance as soon as the Imperial fleet was routed at the Battle of Silver Tier Skies. Since which time their borders have remained closed to all outsiders. They've rejected every one of their former allies' is called for to reopen dialogue, turning a deaf ear to their neighbours' pleas even when the calamity loomed large. And on the fields of Cartano, where brave men and women laid down their lives in defence of the realm, their banners were conspicuously absent. I've tried to convince Ishgard to rejoin the alliance at every opportunity. I've explained over and over again that unless Eorzea stands unified, we cannot hope to preserve our freedom. One by one our nations will fall as once fell Alamigo. And what have mine efforts yielded? Why not? Surely this can be considered a step in the right direction. I should hope so, rather than the lowly messengers we've been fobbed off with in the past. This time we shall meet with a man of genuine influence. Of course, I'm not so naive as to think they come to us out of the goodness of their hearts, something they desire. I have yet to find out. But such is the nature of diplomacy, they will bring their agendas to the negotiating table, and so will I, along with a handful of incontrovertible... What? Yeah, that's truths. The Empire will soon be at our doorstep once more. Indeed. You may be rest assured that I will expound upon this point and others. Let us depart for Camp Dragonhead. Naive, my old friend Lord Hoshafan, goddamn French names, is expecting us. Since our quest to recover the Enterprise, I understand you have further ingratiated yourself with the man. Excellent work. His fondness may prove useful to our cause. This quest here. I do want... Okay, Vesper Bay. I knew there was something here. Do that first. Oh no, Vesper Bay is There. There you are. Is your focus? Oh, some storm seals as well. Look me up before you go Gomero. Lovely. How many dungeons is that? It's nice when I have 5. I'd have 1, 2. Or is there more to do? Oh, I've got to go to the Maelstrom Command first. It's at least 3. Yeah, this would be 5. 5 to queue up for. Maybe just the 1. Let's put on our Artemis bow as well. It's another one of you ghosts. Oh, his head came off. You must be new. I don't recognise you. It's got this kitten. No, kitten. There you are. Yes. I've had enough of the kitten. We're one of you ones. The puddle! This? Storm Sergeant first pass. I don't have enough seals, but I'll get them soon. I'm doing these quests. Right, yes. Oh, I've got to reattune. Why all this busy work? Let me go do the dungeons. Ugh. Already regret doing these side quests. Coil Heater Extreme is now available. Am I good enough to do extreme ones? Probably not, but it's nice to collect the quests. Yeah, I did some of them before. Most people are pretty overpowered. I'm really on the game. And even though it adjusts your level and gear and stuff, you can still kind of be overpowered for these. Like, the adjustments aren't perfect. At least I can fly and just sort of grab these places quite easily. You never used to be able to. Get him, Balthazar. I believe in you. Oh, I was right at the end. I was going to let you live. Oh, that person attacked him as well. That was nice of them. Extreme. Get that guy. Thanks. It took me too long, I'm leaving. Up anyway. So this one's absurdly hard, I believe. Yeah, I did Howling Eye Extreme, so I could do the naval. Maybe not that. Good King Moggle Mog is quite difficult. Okay, where's Relic Reborn? Oh, I've got to go to the little place, don't I? Time's adding up, John. This one. Well, since we came, visit this grave. What I meant to do. Tombstone's been knocked over in the earth before it disturbed. So this is where poor Livia now lies. What's the meaning of this? Not only is her grave defiled, her body's gone. Who could have done this? Oh no, it could have been Edda. The more I think about it, the more it makes... Well, I was going to say sense, but gods. I tried to explain the rest of us. A little party of 4 was... I think I mentioned this before. They added a party of 4 at the start of the game to say, hey, look, they're an adventuring party. They go into dungeons. And then later on, they're like, oh, dungeons can be quite hard, and one of them's dead now, and they've split up. This is the same party. It's doing a little story with them again. But to Edda, it was her life. Blamed herself for Avery's death. To our shame, we agreed with her. Though we knew full well we were all to blame, and then we left her where she stood with her fiance's head for company. Ack, how could we have been so heartless? Small wonder if the poor girl had been driven from her wits. But what's done is done. All we can do is admit our mistakes and make amends for what we can. Vera's gone, and so is Lavienne, but Edda refuses to accept it. Won't let me go with the past. I know not what she means to do in Tamtara, but it can lead to no good. I will attend this wedding, try to restore her to her senses. I would be rest assured if you could accompany me now. If Vera once did, so too does Edda look up to you. She may not listen to me, but she may... Okay, this is... So this is me revisiting a dungeon I've already done, but in hard mode. And the hard mode dungeons are really good. They always completely redesign them. But of course... No, John, you came here for a different reason. Why did we come here? I think we were going to Halatali? I actually don't remember why we came here. Must have been for something. Oh no, unless it's that. Why did I go all the way there? Oh, because... Yes. Halatali Hard is now available, which is not why I came here. Cool. Let's go to Hougoumont. Hougoumont. Myself. So it's in a cave. Lovely. And on the hard mode things instead. Why is there a quest here? That's just what I'm on. Right. Let's carry on with it. See how far we can get in 7 minutes. And I have ever welcome sight. Our hearths have been stoked to the blazing in preparation for your arrival. It would not do for such a distinguished personage to catch cold while enjoying our hospitality. Gesture is much appreciated. Fear I should ever struggle in cold climes. Good master Alphino. Honour as always. Likewise, Lord Harshafan. To give us another imposition, I feel we have relied overmuch on your aid since you generously assisted us locating the Enterprise. Nonsense! Any debts incurred have long been since repaid. Besides, who can say what the future may bring? A house for Tom may even seek to the aid of your newly formed Crystal Braves. In any case, I'm simply delighted that the Holy See is at last willing to grant you an audience. No doubt your discoveries at Snowcloak help justify the decision. This recent resurgence heretical activity is a grave concern to us all. But to a matter at hand, Sir Emmerich arrived at Camp Dragonhead earlier, and I am told he is eager to meet you at first convenience. You are doubtless weary from your travel, delirious to rest a while to the warmth of our hearth. If you are willing to forego such comforts, pray inform the knight stationed outside the intercessory. We'll grant you an entrance and send word to the other attendees. Oh yeah, I think I may have to abandon these dungeons. As inviting your hearth sounds, I think best we proceed to the intercessory forthwith. If I remember this correctly, like a random door at the side. Okay. Inspecting you, please take your ease inside and I shall summon the others. Oh no, it's just a cutscene.
Have faith, my friend. You need only state your case with confidence and clarity.
Commander Leveilleur, it is both an honor and a pleasure to meet you. I am Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights.
Alphino Leveilleur, at your service. Your reputation precedes you, Sir Emmerich. I think we will find that we have much in common.
Speaking of reputations, yours towers over us all. Does it not?
It does indeed, Lord Commander.
I am not too proud to admit that I have followed your activities with an interest bordering on fascination. Full glad was I to learn that you would be joining us. Now then, shall we begin?
We know full well that the Garleans will return in force ere long. What is more, we have yet to achieve a lasting victory over the Primal Menace. The Beast Tribes continue to summon their gods, and each incarnation is stronger than the last.
Yeah, now I've got to fight them on extreme mode.
Ishgard is not immune to these threats. I must reiterate that it would behoove your nation to rejoin the Eorzean alliance.
Once again, I must respectfully disagree.
On what grounds?
Despite their presence in Kurthus, the Ixal do not concern us. Their territorial claims pertain to Gridanian lands, and it is the people of Gridania whom they harry. Consequently, the Holy See judges this to be a Gridanian affair, and Ishgard does not intervene in the internal affairs of other nations. Even were that not the case, our forces are wholly committed to the Dravanian conflict. We have not the knights to spare. As for the Garleans, we are not ignorant of history. We have observed the rise and expansion of the Empire, and we agree that it is only a matter of time before they resume their campaign in Eorzea.
Dravanians are dragons.
Then surely it would be in our best interests to present a united front.
Mayhap one day, but not yet. Gaius van Belsar is dead, and the legion of conscripts he left behind lacks the will to fight. We think it highly unlikely that they will emerge from behind the walls of their castra for some time.
Forgive me, but if Ishgard's position has not changed, why did you agree to this meeting?
Because there's like a superhero in the room, and he wants to make use of the superhero.
It was not only as a representative of Ishgard that I came here.
Pardon?
It is not within my power to change Ishgardian policy, regardless of my personal feelings. There is, however, one area in which I may exert a measure of influence. Concerns have been raised over the supplies House Forton has offered to Revenant's Toll. These have led to calls for restrictions on the provision of aid to foreign powers. I can ensure that the shipments continue unabated.
Sir Emmerich, we would be in your debt.
No, you would not, for I require something in exchange. Of late, there has been a flurry of Dravanian activity, the purpose of which was not immediately clear. However, our astrologians have since observed alarming changes in the heavens. The dragon star waxes unnaturally bright, and there are whispers that it portends the resurrection of Midgard-Sorma.
I fucking love the idea of having your policy, dictated, but Mercury's in retrograde right now, so fucking we better move troops south a little. Also, there's a boss in Final Fantasy VII called the Midgard-Zolom, and it's Midgard-Sorma, and of course they use the pun. Well, it's not, you know what I mean. Midgard is Midgard. They just took a T off and named the city after it. So whoever translated it was like, oh yeah, it's the Midgard-Zolom. It's a big steak. It's like, no, it's Midgard-Sorma. But and I'm curious to see if they keep the incorrect names, because Final Fantasy VII has a load of incorrect names. There's monsters called Iron Giants. They're quite common. They're basically in all Final Fantasies after they're introduced. They're just giant knights with big shoulder pads and a giant sword. But they're called, in Final Fantasy VII, he's called Iron Man, and Araman, the big eye, is called Alamange for some reason. Some French word. But if we look at the translations, you can see what it was supposed to be.
The fallen guardian of Silvertear Falls? That's absurd.
Full many times have I gazed upon the dragon's corpse still wound around the Agrius, and wondered how different our world might be if it yet lived to plague the skies. I do not know, and I do not wish to know, nor does any son of Ishgard. Yet the mere presence of Dravanian forces is not sufficient grounds to send knights to Mordona, whatever our astrologians say. As I told you before, we have not the forces to spare.
Oh, yes! We've seen that. The Spire. Oh, that's cool. That's a nice connection. Right next to where we were, we can see the dragon he's talking about. Bound up the spire.
But we do. So you will intervene on our behalf if we agree to watch over the Keeper of the Lake.
I guess that makes sense because the album Iron Man, like whenever you have imagery pertaining to Iron Man, it's not until comic books, you know, before comic books, it was a giant Iron Man. You know, there's Queen album, which I think is Death on Two Legs, which has a giant iron robot lasering a lady. I think, or grabbing a lady. You know what I mean. So whenever you get imagery like that, it's usually a giant iron person. And it's only when somebody stole it for comic books that we now associate it with a normal-sized person.
Do you accept these terms?
Emmerich sort of feels like the smartest person in the room right now.
I do. I will see that you are kept abreast of any developments. I regret that we could not come to a similar agreement on other matters, but I understand that you are not at liberty to make such decisions.
I have no idea how smart Naive is. I assume she notices things coming, but it's like, well, I just like killing stuff, and people keep telling me to go kill stuff. No, I'm gonna just keep doing what people tell me to.
Nevertheless, I hope that what we have accomplished here today will serve to demonstrate to your countrymen that we can work together towards a common goal. Mayhap one day we shall look back on this moment as the first step towards a united Eorzea.
I think it was one of the Ishgardian guards with the elf ears, which said, what was it? Adventurers lack discernment, and they don't like him very much. I can't remember the first half of the quote. I did like it a lot, though.
Mayhap we shall, Commander.
What is the meaning of this?
The caravan, my lord. It's been attacked. It was Iceheart, my lord.
My god.
What? By the Fury? All our precautions were for naught?
Game, I've got 20 seconds. You need to go faster. Hurry up, black screen. I need to click a button. Oh, fuck it. I saw the cutscene. I can just skip it. Okay. Hi, party. Time Tower hard mode. As you might have guessed, an astrologian in this game is an actual real discipline. They do healing. There's one on our party right now. Oh, there's where's that? sort of depressing that every single dungeon we do sort of ends up being a much worse place after we've cleared it out. It's nice as a gameplay gimmick, but... One of these monsters is called Gargoyle Usher. I don't know what that means, but I'm just imagining Usher, but as a gargoyle. And that's amusing to me. If I could remember any Usher songs, I'd quote them, but I can't, so I shan't. What's the pity? This towing chamber. Vivianne's in here. What's up, Vivianne? I'll play the song of my people. Oh, this is the wedding, yes. Where's the two best men? Shit. Oh, that was a lot of damage it just took. Our party wiped. That was an eventful wedding, to say the least. Dance. I'm taking fucking tons of damage. But if we can win... Oh. Yeah, I think we have to do AoE damage quite quickly. I missed the chat. I changed it. Yeah, kill ads ASP. I was trying, I was just... Yeah, we take AoE to the ads, yeah. We kill the ads, normal they explode and add vuln stacks. So we don't kill the ads? They seem to figure out I didn't attack the ads that time. Fair enough, yeah. Defiled covenant here. Look at this ghost. He's a cool guy. I'm not talking. Alec is an EP and I can't really leave him. But mainly because just, you know, everything about it. It's not the same. A spooky ghost. Oh, fucking load of spooky ghosts. So many spooky ghosts. I'm assuming we're about to meet. We not do. Different kinds of ghosts. I don't remember this dungeon at all. Rio. Oh, it's all members of that team. Oh, I assume we've got to keep them alive. Tank the damage. This Pyro Ryo will get hit. We should definitely get hit. Yeah, it's kind of unique. Yeah. I don't think I've seen that idea done before in an MMO. That's neat. What's that? Fuck, I must have taken damage. What I was done for, I owe you one. Quest in this dungeon. Clear eternal calm. What's Zago Demon? Pisco Demon. So Pisco Demon was a boss fight in Final Fantasy 1, and this dungeon, the original version, is a reference to that. But they gave him a name, they called him Galvanth Dominator. Now we get to fight Pisco Demon as a Pisco Demon. Yeah, it's a really neat idea for the dungeon, having it be about the the previous dungeoneers that failed. That's a nice way to make it all about the story. Yeah, it's just one of those eyeball monsters, but with a face instead of an eyeball. Kaveri, all these people have come to make you a gift of their souls. Isn't that kind of them? Even Naive is here. Now your dream of becoming like her can become true. It's like they've gotten a lot stronger. Very brave arm. Lasers incoming. We have this in hand. Shit. I can do a laser as well, game. No, I can't. We won though. What have you done? Very no! No, we should try and rescue her. Okay. Maybe we could have just run over there and grabbed her. No. Well, we saved one of them at least. One of these characters is a baseball cap. There we go. Oh god. I think I have to have that conversation with